Well, hello everybody, it's Mary. I am gonna do some painting, so y'all come and hang out with me. I've got a number of things that I need to do. It has been a while. I've been a hot mess, y'all. If y'all watched me lately, you know what my hot mess is all about. But you can't keep a good woman down. Even though the technology gods have tried to keep me down, no can do with that. Hey Debbie, hey Carol, how are you? Debbie, if you don't mind sharing for me, that'd be great. So I thought I would get on. I'm kind of behind because last week I spent so much time, well y'all know what I spent my time on last week, driving myself crazy. So I've got some things I need to get done, and I thought, well, no time like the present to show everybody what we're doing. So I am going to do a couple of things in this video. I'm going to show you some base coating. These are some things that are coming up that I'm going to do some lives on this week. And I thought, you know, usually when I do a live, y'all, hey Holly, how are you? Hey Kathy. Usually when I do a live, I'm always showing y'all how to highlight and outline and stuff like that. But before that, somebody's got to do some base coating. And since I'm the only somebody around here that does this, I guess the base coating will be me. So, I hope y'all are having a good day. I am doing better. Last week was not good. It is such as life, right? Y'all, I got a problem. Hold on. So the tip of this paint doesn't want to cooperate. So when that happens, see what I got? I got a little problem right here. I'm fixing to fix it though. I'm gonna fix it Mary Amick style, y'all. I'm gonna cut the tip of that thing off with a, there we go. So I just cut the tip of it off. And then I'll get this nail and I'll do this. There we go. And then I'll come at it this way. See? There you go. That's what I did. So this is the light orange. I'm gonna do some lives this week, y'all. But before I can do that, I gotta do a little bit of base coating. So I'm gonna show y'all how to do a base coat very, very quickly. If you want a base coat with a brush, you certainly can. I typically don't, because y'all, I'm always in a hurry. So I'm just gonna base coat this and set it aside. Y'all gonna tell me how you're doing. Hey Christina, how are you doing, girl? I got out to the shop today. I was going to do some lives over there, and I used two different cell phones, and both cell phones right in the middle of the live stopped saying that they overheated. Y'all, it was 80-something degrees outside. It wasn't even that hot. Haters, just a bunch of haters. That's what technology has been like for me lately. So after the second live got shut down, y'all, I just gave up. I just said, you know what? Somebody's fixing to die because I'm so mad. Y'all, and during my second one, guess what? So I'm over there at the store. My sister's holding the phone. I'm in front of the phone. I'm trying to do a live, show the peeps, you know, all the stuff we got out there. I got this microphone and everything. And y'all know that Bruce knows what I'm doing. So he thinks it would be a good idea if he gets on the mule, drives up and down the driveway where I'm at, honking the horn occasionally. Y'all, he thought that was the funniest thing. I was giving him bad, you know what, kind of looks and stuff. He laughed and laughed. He just got so tickled at himself. Well, I couldn't get mad at him, y'all. I was just, you know how it is when somebody's doing something like that and they're laughing so hard, you want to be mad at them, but then you start laughing, so the camera stopped rolling. I was about to tell him a few things. He was laughing so hard, I was like, I don't even know why I'm talking to you. So we had a good laugh out of that. I'm over here trying to do the right thing, trying to go live on Facebook, trying to show people that we're open on Mondays, you know, because this is the first Monday we've been open all year, because we don't stay open on Mondays except for September or December. Well, hey Victoria, how are you? Where do you get, Debbie says, wait a minute. Oh, hold on, y'all. Sorry about that. Oh, Debbie did it. Okay, good deal. Yeah, any hardware store. I usually can get mine at Ace, but they have them at Home Depot and Lowe's. So, yeah, Bruce is deciding driving the mule up and down the driveway at the business, honking the horn. It's just the thing to do when I'm in the middle of a live. Could have killed him, y'all. And then he got so tickled he couldn't help himself laughing, and then I started laughing. So I couldn't stay mad because I was laughing, y'all. So that's kind of the day I've had so far, but what you gonna do, y'all? There ain't nothing you can do. I still, hey, I did try to take off this morning. Well, actually, sorry, took off this afternoon for a little while. I went and got a massage for an hour and a half, Debbie, over at Massage Envy. Then I came home and soaked in the tub. Then I laid down. And then I said, okay, you got to get up and do something. So technically I took off all afternoon. And it was really nice. There's a girl over there that always gives me a good massage. And her name is Christina. She's at Massage Envy over there by on Fairland Parkway. So she worked on my back for probably close to an hour. That's kind of what I've done in the last 5 or 6 years to try to help take care of my neck and shoulders and back, because I'm always doing all kinds of stuff that are, you know, that can get a little crazy. So Christina worked on me for about an hour. Y'all, it felt so good. I fell asleep at one point. And she does a what do you call that? A firm pressure, because that's what I asked for. And she's like, well, most people say that this hurts, and yet you fall asleep. To me, it didn't hurt. It felt good, y'all. So she worked on me, and I came home and I sat in the tub for probably 30, 40 minutes. And then, of course, anytime you get a massage like that, they always tell you to make sure you drink a lot of water. Well, y'all, I drink enough water to float a battleship and then some. So I probably have drank 2 gallons of water today, because I know that if I don't want to be sore after that massage, I better put a lot of water in my body. But I'm blessed. I have good health and everything, and I'm trying to keep it that way, because all these years, you see what I'm doing right now with my right shoulder. I've done that for I don't know how many years, plus taught school, writing on the board and everything. So I go get a massage probably about once a month. Well, now when the whole COVID thing hit, not as much, y'all, not as much. So, okay, I'm gonna put this aside, and then I'm gonna show y'all. We had this lady show up at the store. Let me move this over here. I'll show you what I'm gonna do with this, but I gotta get this out the way. So I've done my base coating just in the few minutes I've been on my live, okay? And I got that like so. And I'm gonna call that a success, y'all. So tomorrow, I'm gonna do a live, I don't know, on one of those, or maybe on all of them. And so I'm gonna keep this in my freezer bag, y'all. Hey Samantha, hey Kathy, y'all doing okay? I hope y'all are doing good. I'm getting better. Last week was hard for me, but I think I'm kind of trying to get my mojo back. So we had a customer, they came to the store, I think it was yesterday. I might have been today, whatever day it was. And whenever they buy these, we make them fill this out on the bag. It's just a way that we track it. So, it says here, customer said she'll bring back next year for personalization 11/21/20. So basically, she bought this last year. I'm sure she was pregnant, y'all. And she didn't know what name she wanted to put on it. Maybe she didn't know what she was having or whatever. So she brought it back, I guess, for the new baby. So I thought I would show y'all. I'm gonna put K-A-I-A, because that's what the customer said she wanted. All right. Now, this is that green glitter that we've used for 100 years. If you want a glitter, I don't think you have to have any special glitter, honestly, y'all. But I just use a craft glitter. You can get it at Michael's. We sell this at the store. I believe you can get it at Hobby Lobby. It's kind of what you might think of as like a chunky glitter, okay? Glad you made it back for live. Girl, you cannot keep me down. I mean, those of you that know me probably know that about me. One thing about me, y'all, I'm very, very, you won't meet another human being more stubborn than me. So if I get it in my head, I'm gonna do something. I don't care what happens, I'm gonna do it. So, there might be some cursing along the way, or some crying, or some fit throwing, or something like that. But I'm gonna do it. Okay. But thank you for that, Kathy, because I need any and all encouragement I can get. All right, so I'm gonna put a name on here. This is our green Christmas paint. That's all it is, latex house paint. So if you wanna do this, I'm just using what we call number 11 green, okay? And by now, y'all probably know that we just use latex house paint. Exterior latex semi-gloss house paint, KAIA. I don't have a lot of paint in here, but I do have a lot in here. So y'all tell me. I cannot use this bottle to glitter, but I can use this one. Do y'all want to give me a guess about why this one is appropriate and this one is not? I'll let y'all give me some feedback. Yeah, Terry says, I'd rather buy from your place. So easy. Yeah, isn't that the truth? Well, hey, that's why we have the business we have, because a lot of people feel that way. Thankfully, there is a lot of people that feel that way. So I'm going to, yeah, Debbie, you're right. If you want to put names on stuff, let me show you something about what not to do. Now, I'll be coming live a lot of days this week. I'm trying to give those of you that might be thinking about, you might want to do something like this, give you an idea of what it's like in the Academy. We'll be opening up the Academy next week, I think on September the 13th, and these are some of the things that we go over. So Debbie's in the Academy, so she knows all the answers. This is what you would use if you want to put names on something, but this is too big. Do y'all see how big that is? That is, yeah, Terry, you're exactly right. Because if you try to do a name with this, there'll be so much paint on there, it'll take 5 weeks for the paint to dry. It's still going to take a couple of days for the paint to dry using this tip, but it will dry. But let me put a little bit of paint in here because this jar is kind of empty, y'all. So this is something that we go over in the Academy. So if that's something you might be thinking about, we will be opening the doors next Monday, I think, on the 13th. And the doors will close on Friday. Okay. So let's put this back on there. And this is just a condiment bottle. You can get it I get mine at the restaurant supply, but y'all, you can get them anywhere. You can get them, I think, at Walmart. KAIA. All right. Let me show you what I'm going to do. So I always do my capital letters really large or tall, I guess. KAIA. Okay. So what I forgot to say is this has been dry because she bought this last year. Now, I would not be doing this if this was a rainy day and this stuff was wet and the stocking was wet, because if the stocking is wet, what I'm fixing to do, this green glitter would stick to the whole stocking, okay? So make sure your stocking or whatever you're glittering is very, very dry, okay? Now, I put enough glitter on there that I cover the whole surface, and I'm just gonna shake it back and forth, okay? And then I turn it back up and I tap it. Tomorrow, what I'll do is I will take, let me show you what I'll do. I ain't gonna do it right now, because this stuff needs to dry just a little bit, because I got a lot of paint on there. I'll spray it with this, okay? And since what'll happen is this will set that. But I'm gonna leave this in my art room all night, because as you can tell, I have a lot of paint on there, don't I? So you don't want this thing to set up like that. You want it laying like that. Laying like this is exactly how it's gonna dry. You set it up like that, I got enough paint, in about 5 or 10 minutes, the whole thing will start to run down. You don't want that. You want it laying very, very flat. Tomorrow morning, I'll put something like this on there. This is, you can use any brand you want, it doesn't matter. But what does matter is it says gloss clear. Do not get a semi-gloss, do not get a satin finish or anything like that. A semi-gloss or a satin finish, that's gonna make this glitter get real dull. And the whole point of glitter is for it to be sparkly, so you don't want it dull, okay? So that's how you put names on stockings. Now, in the past, I think Victoria and a couple of other people have said, oh, Mary, I'll help you write names. The reason I don't do that is because everybody who buys from us has stockings year to year to year to year. Like if Ashley were to start doing names, which she's supposed to learn, but she hasn't yet, y'all. But that's another story for another day. Anyway, I just do it because, well, I know what my customer has in their yard is my handwriting to begin with. So if we take somebody else's handwriting, so y'all, if I die, sorry, somebody's gonna have to learn to do the names, and the customers are gonna have different handwriting, but so since I'm still here, we'll keep doing it this way. Hey Holly, hey Carla, how are y'all? Okay, and I'm gonna let that dry, and I'm gonna spray it tomorrow, and then this will go to the customer, okay? So let's set that aside, and I'm gonna show you one other thing. Here we go. And I just keep my glitter in something like this. This is just a plastic jug, or I guess a container. Always make sure you get one with a lid. Why? You want this to stay nice and dry in here. This stays outside a lot because a lot of times I work outside. You leave this open here in Texas, it's got a lot of humidity. This glitter will start to clump up on you, and then you just kind of have a mess. So I always store it with the lid snapped like that, because that way I know I'm good, right? All right, let me set this aside. I'll put that over here. And last but not least, I did this the other day. I was going to show y'all. So this is one of the blanks that we released back in August on a previous live. I think it was one day last week. I base coated this, 2 coats of that orange, just like what you see over here. So it's got 2 coats of orange. And then of course I base coated my leaf color, Christmas green. This is a mixture of Christmas green and mint. I mixed it. And then of course reindeer brown. So what I need to do to finish this is I've got to outline this part, but I need to go ahead and shade here. So what I'm gonna do, go on here, and y'all let me know if you have any questions about any of that glittering. Hopefully I explained it, but when you've done something as long as I've done, you kind of, it's easy to sometimes forget that you left the step out. Now I have to, this has been sitting around my shop, so I got to do this, y'all. I got to do a little Windexing down here. The reason I'm Windexing is this thing's been sitting around for about a week. I'm sure it's got a lot of dust on it. And that paint will separate on you pretty good, like if you don't do this part. All right. So I got my shading green. Let me turn this down a little bit so y'all can see a view. Hold on. Sorry. Okay. I'm going to do a little bit of shading on this leaf. About something like this. And then I'll come down and I'll just do this. And notice I'm not trying to be all perfect, am I? Nope. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just kind of getting a shade on there that I think is going to look good. And then I'll do that. Let me wash this out, and I'm going to do a little shading there, and then we're ready to outline in this little pumpkin. And y'all, I wasn't sure about this pumpkin when we first started with it. I wasn't sure I was going to like it, but I think I do. We've sold quite a script liner. Lord have mercy, this thing don't want to come off. Okay, I'm going to outline the leaves in black. But I'm going to outline the pumpkin in outline orange, like this right here. I think I actually did this last week. Let me put a little bit of water in there. Stir, 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 and then I'm going to, am I frozen, Debbie? Okay, I'm back. See, y'all, I'm beginning to start, I never take things personally, but I'm beginning to start taking it personally that technology hates me. I tell Bruce that, and he says, no, you just have too much crap going on, so something's bound to break down some of the time. Whatever, I don't like that, y'all. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened, y'all. Okay, so I'm gonna outline this part. I've watered down my outline orange pretty good, like, and I just kind of like to do something like that till I get down here, and then I'll probably go straight up. Yeah. So I kind of do a little dash sometimes on those interior lines. Now I just kind of will hit some of this shading or this outlining color and some of that shading, okay? And then when I get out here, I usually always do a solid line, y'all. There's no right or wrong. You don't have to do it, but that's just kind of what I do. And then I come do that. And then I'm gonna come over here. Y'all have to tell me the truth. It's not gonna hurt my feelings, but my husband told me the other day, I don't know if he's crazy or if he's right. He might be crazy, but he said I have a very deep twang. I'm like, no, I don't. He's like, yes, you do. I'm like, no, I don't. Y'all tell me the truth. Do I or do I not have a southern twang? Nancy, let's see how long this is, because that's a good question. 16 by 15. 16 by 15. Let's see. Yes, Debbie. Debbie. Y'all know Debbie Barberry's my friend. Your friend is always going to tell you the truth. Whatever. That's not what I wanted to hear. He says it's even worse when I get around my family of origin. That he's like, you get all them together that you grew up with, y'all all just, woo, child, you'll get really bad. I don't know, I think he's crazy. So I guess it's true, y'all. I do have a what do you call it, a twang. Who knew? I didn't think I did. Debbie said I did. Whatever. Okay, y'all, I'm almost done. I got here, and I'm doing like this. And gonna finish my little leafy right here. I'll be back on probably tomorrow doing one of these as a live that I base coated over here, y'all. I'll probably do a lot of base coating colors tomorrow. Because I know I always show y'all the highlights and outlining and all that. I'm going to show you how I base coat using a mop brush tomorrow. So, thank y'all for hanging out with me. Thank y'all for always trying to encourage me. Because y'all know I was needing some encouragement last week. But, you know, this week is better. I'm going to tell myself anyway. Less the 2 live videos that got shut down on the page because of the 2 phones that were overheated. Whatever that means, y'all. It wasn't even that hot outside. It was kind of muggy today. So I'm just putting some highlights on here. And that's it. Not much to it. Not much to it. Thank y'all for hanging out. Y'all let me know if you have any questions. Thank you, Debbie, for telling me I have a twang. Yeah, that's a